Welcome to Books in Sum, your go-to for bite-sized book summaries.
Everyday Millionaires by Chris Hogan. Everyday Millionaires is Chris Hogan's guide to financial independence. The author and his team conducted the largest and most comprehensive study of high net worth individuals ever published. The book reveals the key to Michael Phelps' Olympic success and shows you how to set up your personal financial GPS. Why and how you need an unshakable belief that you can become a millionaire are also covered. As a black man raised in Kentucky by a single parent, Hogan knows first that if you have an unwavering belief that you can become a millionaire, you will. He details the steps you can take to show skeptics they're wrong and why you need to have an unshakable belief that you can become a millionaire. The importance of an unshakable belief that you can become a millionaire and how to prove people wrong are covered in his final remarks. After Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile barrier, many others believed it was possible for them to do so, too. A similar path leads to becoming one of the nearly 11 million millionaires in the United States today. Millionaires don't let defeat deter them because they know that victory is always the best outcome. The majority of the wealthy have earned their fortunes through years of toil. The vast majority of millionaires did not receive any form of inheritance when they were first made wealthy. For instance, Thomas became a millionaire without the help of anyone else by eschewing debt, making all of his purchases with cash, working overtime whenever possible, and investing wisely. He consistently put away cash by not incurring any debt, making cash purchases, working overtime whenever possible, and investing wisely. When someone has amassed $1 million or more, the general public tends to attribute some of their success to chance. There is plenty of opportunity for everyone, and if you believe that becoming wealthy is solely dependent on luck, you will never achieve your goals. Successful investors don't get rich by gambling, and it's possible to amass a fortune with relatively low-risk investments like CDs and bonds. The most successful Olympian of all time, Michael Phelps, was putting in as much as 6 hours of training a day, with only 1 day off per week. He was well aware that despite his genetic advantages, he would not succeed without his own effort. Millionaires don't take unnecessary risks, and are shrewd enough to choose the ones that pay off. The key points here are that most multimillionaires invest in a workplace retirement plan and avoid taking extremely high or low risks. In addition, they put money into growth stock mutual funds, which are pools of stocks that aim to combine a manageable level of risk with a high rate of return. In addition, a whopping 88% of millionaires hold at least a bachelor's degree, whereas only 33% of the general population does. While the average private university costs about $45,370 per year, 62% of these graduates attended a public state university. Finally, it's worth noting that private schools are a good choice for some families, but they can be quite pricey at an average of $45,370 per year. The most compelling evidence presented here is that 68% of millionaires did not take out any form of student loan, while 49% of the general population did. Millionaires know the value of starting their careers with a clean slate, debt-free from student loans. Engineers, accountants, and educators make up the top 3 highest concentrations of millionaires. The vast majority of millionaires are just regular folks in ordinary jobs. What makes them special is how they live their lives. Millionaires know they have to take charge of their own financial future if they want to become one, and that doing so is the first step on the road there. The most pivotal parts of this text are the strategies employed by millionaires to maintain their financial independence. The first thing to do is to figure out how much money they have after deducting all of their debts. The next thing to do is to decide where they want to go and how much money will be required to get there. Intentionality is the differentiating factor between millionaires making decisions and letting their financial situation slide. Frank and Alice, a millionaire couple and examples of intentionality, are examples of thrifty, hardworking German immigrants. Frank's parents were thrifty, hardworking German immigrants, and their example has guided him ever since he was a young boy. Frank, during his time working on Wall Street, avoided frivolous purchases in favor of learning the ins and outs of investing and wealth creation. Frank and Alice have amassed a net worth of $6 million through the tried and true methods of living below their means and investing in their future. According to Hogan's research, nearly all multimillionaires live within their means, and the vast majority save regularly for large purchases. Millionaires practice financial restraint by adhering to a budget, which gives them power over their resources and helps them see their financial picture more clearly. They have goals for themselves and work hard to realize those objectives. Smart goals are those that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. The term specific refers to the need for detailed, clear, and unambiguous objectives. Reaching a goal that is both measurable and achievable requires setting and meeting specific benchmarks or metrics. The most pivotal points are the reminders to set both short and long-term goals and to be timely and relevant in your retirement planning. These objectives should be both short-term and long-term, with the short-term ones serving as the wins that keep you on track, such as saving for a nice vacation. Paying off a mortgage, for example, changes a home from a liability to an asset in the long run. Millionaires forgo immediate gains in favor of gradual accumulation of wealth. Money can grow while you sleep thanks to compound interest, the most potent force in the universe. Millionaires, despite its difficulty, avoid distractions and work steadily toward their goals. There are a variety of reliable investment opportunities for the long haul. According to Hogan's research, most millionaires get their start in the good old 401 system. To make the most of these, you should find out if your employer provides a 401 match and then invest at least up to that amount. Next, invest as much as you can in a Roth individual retirement account, which is similar to a 401 but offers more flexibility in terms of asset allocation. However, there is an income limit for Roth IRAs, so if your income puts you over the threshold, you're better off investing the full 15% in your 401. Since the Roth IRA has a maximum annual contribution limit, the remaining 15% should be contributed to the 401. The key points of this text are the instructions for making $1 million. This can be accomplished through early goal setting, as well as a willingness to put in the necessary effort and sacrifice. You can accomplish this by working with a qualified investment professional and asking pertinent questions about their background, credentials, investment philosophies, and fees during an in-depth interview. The author's website is a good place to start, and conducting in-depth interviews with potential candidates is essential for finding the one who best suits one's needs in terms of both wealth and lifestyle.
We hope you found this summary helpful in your listening journey. If you're interested in diving deeper into the topic or getting your hands on the whole book, be sure to check the description below where we've included links to the book and other related products that may be useful to you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on our latest book summaries, and feel free to leave a comment with any suggestions or requests for books you'd like us to cover. Thanks again for tuning in, and happy listening.